How's it going, everybody? It's your man, the legend, Sesamading, here to help you guys get paid on this wonderful, wonderful Easter weekend. That's right. That's why you got me here wearing the pastels. You know, I got to represent. Yesterday was a good Friday, not just in the name, but also in reality. Yes, we had 7 bets that hit yesterday. You can just check them out here on the screen. But, everywhere. We made it go crazy yesterday, man. So we're going to go ahead and keep rolling with that momentum and that bankroll and push it in for today. All right. So we're doing everything in this show, all right? We're going to talk about MLB. We're going to talk about NBA. And then we're going to talk about one of my favorites, UFC. When we talk about UFC, we're talking about fights not to finish. So we got at least 4 of them that we're going to talk about. Now, I know I said 5 in my previous videos, but you know, I'm trying to go for that 100% on these hit rate. And we're going to go ahead and make that happen. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. So first off, we're going to start with some 3 o'clock action. This 3 o'clock is going to be NBA. There's only 3 NBA games on today. You have a 3 o'clock game, a 3 o'clock game, and a late game. Now, that late game, we're going to leave off the slip this time. I'm going to go ahead and bring it on next time, or maybe even a little bit later, but I didn't factor that one into this. All I did was talk about these 2 early 3 o'clock games, and then some MLB, and then the UFC fights. I'm going to be busy watching these knockouts and tracking my progress. So we'll see. Maybe I'll throw a short out there for the NBA late one. But anyways, moving on. Let's go ahead and jump into this. We got our 3 p.m. matchup for NBA. This is Spurs versus Denver Nuggets. It's going to be crazy, y'all. We got Wemby. We got the Joker. It's going to be unreal. It's some great action. And they're contesting right now with college. Now, I wanted to keep NCAA out of this video for a couple of reasons because I just wanted to focus on these guys. But hey, I get it. Today's a wonderful sports day. You got baseball. You got professional basketball. You got college Final Four. It's crazy. We got hockey later tonight. I was thinking about throwing out a Panthers bet. Maybe check for that short later on. All right. Jumping into this right now, we got NBA Spurs versus Nuggets. This right here is a 6-legger that pays out at plus 550. We got Harper for 10 points, Keldon Johnson for 10 points, Wemby for the double-double. Now, he took the last game off. He needed some rest because of that ankle injury. So we're going to watch out for him, but he's going to perform tonight. We got Fox, especially because you got to understand the Spurs are in a chase to try to get that seeding. So they're 2 games back from their next person. They're going to try their best to try to catch them. But OKC has been hot, like fire hot lately. So, again, we got Wemby for the double-double. We got Fox for 4 assists. We got the Joker for the triple-double. And then we got my man Murray for 20 points. So that 6-legger pays out at plus 550, and it looks something like this. Moving on. We got another 3 o'clock game. My Wizards versus my Heat. The Wizards versus my Miami Heat. All right. Now, Miami Heat, they're in 10th. They're in the bottom basement of this play-in tournament if the season were to end for today. So they really got to make up some ground. Now, the lucky thing for them is they're going against a Washington team that is extremely inept. My Miami Heat, versus the Washington Wizards. So this one right here, it's gonna be nasty for the Heat. Nasty for the Heat. They're gonna come out and shine. Now you also have to understand, this is the very exact same team that number 13, Bam Adebayo, went ahead and dropped 83 points. 83 points on this team. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to come in and try to target Bam, right? They're going to shut him down. Not going to happen. Bam's getting that double-double. My dog's going to eat today. So here we go. Starting off with this 8-legger, we're going to put Bam down for the double-double. On top of that, we got Davion Mitchell for the 5 assists. We got Kel'el Ware, double-double. That's right. My man Andrew Wiggins, 10 points. Jaime Jaquez, 10 points. Tyler Hero, 2 threes. Wiggins for 1 3 and Bam for 1 3. So again, that 8-legger pays out at plus 220. And it looks something like this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and before we shift off the NBA, I do have a spicy
water. I need some water.
meatball.
It's too spicy.
Okay, so this is a 4-legger of nothing but double-doubles. All right, double-doubles. So forecast to get double-doubles tonight. Track them and let's see. We got Joker, double-double. Wemby, double-double. Bam Adebayo, double-double. And Jalen Duren playing for the Pistons later tonight, double-double.
So
Make sure you
spicy.
check my feed, man. I'm going to go ahead and drop a short later for that night game. Yeah. But for right now, we're keeping that one off. Anyways, Jalen Duren, double-double. And that spicy looks just like this. All right, cool. So that's all the basketball that I got on the slate for y'all today, minus the short that I might put out later on. And then we got this 4 o'clock baseball action. Now, look, I'm going to tell you the strategy that we're going to take for MLB, especially this early in the season, is we're going to go with the pitching, okay? It's an arms race, especially this early in the year. Pitchers' arms are healthy, they are manageable, and they're at their best that they're going to be. As far as hitters go, your hitters are your hitters, all right? So the dudes who hit, batting champs, stuff like that, for example, case in point last night, Luis Reyes, I put him down for the one hit. He didn't get his hit until the ninth inning, but he got his hit. Why? Because he's a freaking two-time batting champion. That's why. Because I know what the heck I'm doing. So when I'm giving you these props and I'm giving you these parlays, it's because I'm researching the information. I'm digging deep. I'm doing the research for y'all. I'm not just sitting there throwing darts at a wall, people. All right, so moving on. We're going to fade all this 1 o'clock pitching action, 12 o'clock pitching action. No, we're not touching nothing until we get later in the 4 o'clock lineup. Why? Because that's where we got our proven aces. So starting off with that Dodgers versus Washington game, we got Glasnow from anywhere to 4 to 5 Ks. We got Irvin anywhere 3 to 4 Ks. Okay, some markets are different. Some books don't offer the 3 Ks, and they'll probably only offer the 4. I wouldn't go over the 4. So again, Glasnow 4 to 5 Ks. Irvin 3 to 4 Ks. Moving on to the Houston versus Oakland A's matchup, we got Amai for 3 Ks and Morales for 3 Ks. If your book doesn't offer less than that or more, only offers more than that, I'd fade it and I wouldn't even bother with it. All right. Then we got Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. We're putting Baz down for 3 Ks, and we're putting Molodinsky down for anywhere between 4 to 5 Ks. All right. And then we got Dodgers versus Red Sox. I'm putting Vasquez down anywhere between 4 to 6 Ks. Now, this guy is throwing heat, okay? But he's also facing a very, very talented Boston lineup. These batters know how to swing it. And then you got Early. I'm putting him anywhere between 4 to 6 Ks. So I was able to go ahead and put together an 8-legger. Again, both pitchers from each of these 4 games, I paired together with some of the best betting odds that I saw. And this 8-legger pays out at plus 271. And it looks like this. So as you look at it, you'll see some of them I took pretty much the lowest that I can get and still make a value when it comes to this pitching. Now, the batters are going to catch up to the pitchers here because as the year goes on, we'll be able to look at the matchups and we'll see how these batters are hitting against these pitchers. But, especially this early in the season, you got to go against those matchups. Lefties on righties or that lefty-lefty matchup, especially if you're a left-handed batter. So those are the things you want to play in your favor this early in the season until we get the numbers up. The great thing about baseball is the metrics are so great later in the year, midway through the season on, because there's so many games. We get to build a database of information on how these players play. So that's what I got right now for MLB. Definitely wanted to bet on that Marlins versus Yankees game, but that might be in the short as well that I throw out later. All right, so we got baseball taken care of. We got NBA taken care of. Now let's talk about the UFC. All right, so we got four fights that are not going to finish, in my opinion. And I've been pretty damn right going for, in the past. You check my track record, you see all the green boxes that I put up in my videos. Last week, I'm going to put it up here. Yeah, baby. Ooh, when it came to that main card, I had to go ahead and make up some ground, and you see how I do. So again, when I'm telling you this, I'm telling you this. They don't call me the legend for nothing, baby. All right. So the 4 fighters that we got not to finish, we got the Bekov-Gore fight, not going to finish. We got Costa Nicoli fight, not going to finish. We got Yakiov Ribeiro fight, not going to finish. And we got Manny Moicano versus Duncan for the main event, not going to finish. All right. So those 4 fights right there, if you put them all together, that's going to pay out at plus 211. That's how you know it's going to smack. All right. Then what we did is we took a little sazon. Okay. So we're going to take those 4, not to finish. And then on top of that, we're going to sprinkle. We're going to sprinkle some of this magic. All right.
Fuego.
It's fuego. I don't even have the meaning to say fa, fa, fa. Yeah, that's how this is. So we got Venata to win, Ruchala to win, and Ewing to win, plus those 4 fights not to finish for a nasty 7-legger that pays out at plus 2,282. Dos mil. All right? Dos mil odds, bro.
Oh, boy.
That's how it is. Holla at your boy, and it looks like this. All right, y'all. So if this is your first time checking out this channel, man, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having fun. And I hope you're ready to make some money. All right? Now, I'm going to be honest. Are all these bets going to hit? I hope so. Shit, I'm going to be rich. But more than likely, one may or may not. So that's why I say with caution. Take what you like and toss what you don't. You like maybe 2 or 3 of the fighters that I talked about? Then take 2 or 3 of these fighters. If watching this video gave you validation on the picks that you were trying to pick and you were wavering on the fence for, then double down, baby. Let's go. All right? But what I'm telling you is I look at the numbers. I look at the value. I look at the production. You can check my record. Check me on the tracker. You know, check out my previous videos. The green boxes don't lie, baby. So I'm wishing everybody a happy Easter Sunday. Christ is the King, and let's get this money. Till the next time, legend out.